Is it just me who's like look like the set for like 2.5 Men?
It kind of does. I also like the fact that it's not quite straight.
Oh, is it crooked?
It is a little crooked, but that's okay.
Fuck it.
We'll just lean over here. There you go.
That's okay. It'll be like after what's that one terrible movie with John Travolta?
Oh,
Battlefield Earth. That's what it is. Everything's on an angle.
It's true.
Okay.
All right.
So welcome back, everyone, to DC Animated Antics. Is what I'm calling this show officially.
Yes.
Show I officially decided on. Today's episode we're talking about one of my favorite DC animated movies, actually, which is Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, the uncut version.
Yes. First of all, I just gotta say this is weird.
Yeah, so
You haven't sat on that side of me since I Frankenstein.
there's many ways I can interpret that, and none of them are pleasant.
I'm just saying, normally we're in his car, and so you're normally
that is true.
in the driver's seat on this side, so turning this way to see you is odd. Anyways, so Return of the Joker.
By the way, we're in the guest room. That's why this looks very different from any other rooms we've shot in so far. But anyway, Return of the Joker. Yeah, I still love this one to death. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
This is the first time you've seen the uncut version, right?
Yes.
So what do you think?
I've only ever seen it on TV. Now, admittedly, it's been years since I've seen it, so I don't know how much of a difference there was.
Mm-hmm.
There's the fact that Bonk dies.
Yeah, Bonk die. Like, people straight up fucking die in this movie. People get shot.
Like, two
they
people
get stabbed.
die in this movie.
Still, people would fucking die. I mean, they show it. I mean, that's something that's, until, like, Doomsday came out, was not shown in animated movies.
It's true. It's not a common thing. I love Batman Beyond. It's one of my favorite of the DC animation settings.
Mm-hmm.
So, and of the whole Batman Beyond universe, the Jokers as a gang, I thought was a great reinterpretation of a classic Batman villain. So I'm really happy with this film. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch, but it had a lot of hooks that were gonna catch me right away.
Yeah, I mean, it still holds up pretty well, and I'd like that, again, look at, sorry, I'm seeing the credits on the screen, I see Bruce Timm as Guard. But it's like, even then, like, I know, one thing I noticed about this is there's still there's some things that's very vintage, late 90s, early 2000 era, like, particularly the soundtrack is absolutely early 2000 music.
Oh, totally.
Like hard rock, extreme kind of music that was so popular back then.
While still wailing on the high strings of the guitar.
Yeah, you hear the... It's like the only two lines he says in that entire track. And I watched it so obsessively as a kid, that's the only reason I didn't even know that.
Alright. Basic premise of the film.
Yes.
Terry McGinnis is the new Batman. If you haven't watched Batman Beyond, I definitely recommend go watch the cartoon before you watch the movie.
Yeah, that's
because they're... I mean, on the other hand, you could totally watch the movie first and just react to things as though you knew nothing. Batman pulls off his mask and it's Terry, and you're like, that's not Bruce Wayne!
No, Bruce Wayne's this old fucker who likes to throw batarangs at wax models.
Okay, so that's actually what happened. That's a great moment. First time you see Bruce Wayne in this film, yeah, of course he's an old man. If you know Batman Beyond, he's old as balls.
Yes.
So, but he's standing in the Batcave, or you start off in the Batcave, and one of the new batarangs is whirling through the air, and takes the head off a wax sculpture of Two-Face, and then comes back over, and Bruce catches it, looks down at his dog, and says, "Still got it."
Still got it.
Which I have to wonder, like, how many villains did Batman decapitate we don't know about?
I don't know. We never did see Hush in this series.
It's true. So it's like, Batman, you don't kill people. But if decapitation means you still got it, there was some developments that happened. Oh boy.
Alright. I don't know, in the series, Batman always has some, like, physics-defying grapples and shit, so it's entirely possible that's just what it was.
Yeah?
One thing I like about this movie in particular is, like, this is the first time I think we see the Joker gang with a clear identity and gang members in there. Because up to this point, like, it's mostly just been nameless faces with Joker makeup on, who all go, like, hey, we're a gang, hey, we're gonna beat you up. This one's like, no, they're clearly distinct members.
Yes.
Each one has a name and a personality. Each one is clearly defined. You can very easily tell the difference between one and the other. And this is the definition that they brought this game back a couple of times. Like, in the Justice League Unlimited series. And probably, I think I don't know if they ever did Batman Beyond in comparison with Static Shock at all.
I don't remember. I do remember that in the show, the Joker gang is led by a guy who's like some sort of cross between the Joker and Elvis.
Yeah, I remember him.
And he's got the pompadour and whatnot, but he makes no appearances in this film.
Probably because the Joker killed him off screen.
Most likely because the Joker killed him off screen. But I think that would have been an amazing flashback moment of, like, remember, kiddies, how I came to join you all. It just cuts over, like, who the hell are you? Bam! Anyways, you're with me now!
I kind of do that here, too, so I feel like that would have been a bit redundant. Because, the way the Joker makes his introduction is he just fucking straight up shoots somebody.
I want out. If you insist.
Hey, man, take it easy. I was just kidding.
So was I. Oops. No, I wasn't.
For the time this was made, this was a big deal. It's something they cut out of the original version.
Death had only recently been invented when this movie was made. Up until this moment, we'd all been immortal, and it was a miracle.
Oh, okay. I remember back in the Cold War. That was an interesting time. Especially for animation, again, this is kind of a ballsy direction to take it. I mean, as far as even in modern day animation movies, I would argue this is still one of the darkest Batman movies they've ever made.
Yeah, it's up there. I mean, we'll eventually get to Under the Red Hood.
We'll get to Under the Red Hood.
That's definitely darker, in my opinion.
I don't know. I think this is up there because I think it's like a straight up evil Joker moments. The scene in the halfway point of this movie, I think they have yet to top. And anything I can even argue in the video games or anything. I think they have yet to top this particular moment.
I had to make horrible jokes through most of the film.
Yes.
Because of the fact that in Batman Beyond, Barbara Gordon is the commissioner, which shows you that nepotism is alive and well in Gotham City. But there's never any reference towards Barbara Gordon and the whole Killing Joke storyline that she wound up in a wheelchair.
Well, because it never happened in this universe.
Exactly. So in this universe they're going with it didn't happen. But as a result, every time with her as the commissioner and the Joker showing up, probably 3 or 4 times, I made terrible, horrible jokes at her expense.
What was the first one? I was like, she won't stand for the Joker coming back. I was like, Jesus. Send all your hate mail to him.
She won't take this sitting down. Oh, man. So I didn't even have to tell you guys this happened, but I'm apologizing now for this terrible thing. So yes, that's...
But even then, I think, again, this is always one of my favorite performances of Mark Hamill as a Joker.
Oh, totally.
No matter what he's doing, whenever he's playing that character, he's going to knock it out of the park. I mean, that's just guaranteed.
No, Mark Hamill is among the best animated Jokers we've had.
I would say he's the best Joker, period, to be honest.
Really?
I think I would say, as far as, it's like how I still consider Kevin Conroy as the Batman, no one else was going to ever top him.
Uh-huh.
No. Mark Hamill is the Joker.
I like how you almost said that Heath Ledger is the Joker.
I know, I did.
So it's clearly close for Michael here.
It's close. I mean, they're both excellent and very different portrayals, but Mark Hamill has been and always will be the definitive Joker for me.
For me, it's for live action. I mean, Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger portrayed totally different Jokers,
Yes.
and so that's apples and oranges to me. Like I can't even compare the two. They're both great.
Well, I think I saw an article that was talking about that said, like, these were perfect Jokers for the Batman they were fighting.
Absolutely.
Like, Jack Nicholson would make a terrible nemesis for Christian Bale Batman, and Heath Ledger would make a terrible nemesis for Michael Keaton Batman. So,
Yes.
But they work perfectly for the Batmans that were faced off individually.
Exactly. And Mark Hamill is one of the best. Yeah, I mean, he is the quintessential animated Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else has to live up to that example.
You know, kids, a lot has changed while your old Uncle Joker's been away. New Gotham, new rules, even a new Batman. But now I'm tanned, I'm rested, and I'm ready to give this old town a wedgie again.
Which is in no small part towards his role played in the Batman animated series.
Mm-hmm.
Which this draws that excellent connection to, where you have, the animated series that you and I grew up with.
Yeah.
And Batman Beyond came as we were getting into our teens.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool, and it was kind of aimed at that with a high school
Yeah,
protagonist and whatnot. And so, it was aimed at the same audience, but the two weren't necessarily connected until this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah, they're not necessarily. Mr. Freeze popped up in Batman Beyond, so there's previous connections drawn there.
True, but you have so many iterations of Batman.
True.
You've got now you have a lot of different Batman cartoons that have been done and whatnot. So it's kind of like, okay, it's a Batman series. We're gonna get some recurring villains. Having Mark Hamill's Joker return here, that it wasn't just a Joker returning, but the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Coming back to this.
Yeah.
I think that really enhanced my nostalgic connection to the film.
True. Yeah, and it's such a great scene, the flashback scene they do have with Batman and the Joker, and their last, kind of their equivalent of the Killing Joke, kind of.
Yeah. You've got, Joker captures Tim Drake.
Robin, and basically, they show child torture in this movie.
Yeah.
For a second, but they show it.
Shock therapy and serums brainwashing his way into creating Joker Jr.
And it's really fucking disturbing. Watching this again as an adult, looking back, it's like, this is really fucked up.
It looks disturbing. It's pretty messed up. But I found it interesting that going through the process, he never takes part. He's never violent in the conflict.
Oh, the Joker Jr.?
Joker Jr.
Yeah.
He'll go grab the bazooka for Harley and runs it out to her and everything. But until he is given the commanded to hurt his once allies, he doesn't actually choose to take part in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that adds a level to the connection between them and explains more so why when told to shoot Batman, Drake instead turns and shoots the Joker, killing the original Joker.
Here you go, sonny boy. Make Daddy proud. Deliver the punchline. Tim. Do it! That's not funny. That's not...
Yeah, and this was the big change between this and the cut version, was because, this is not happening in the cut version.
Really? Okay.
The cut version had it where, he accidentally knocks him into some electrical wires and gets electrocuted off screen.
Oh.
So that's the big difference between this and the uncut version. The fact
That would make a difference, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like this one so much more, is because when he just straight up just shoots the Joker and he has those last final dying words where he just collapses onto the ground. And it was that's a great fucking scene. It adds so much more depth and drama to it, and you can get why that got some serious PTSD issues after that.
Oh, totally. So, but yeah, overall, I feel that it is great. It has the spirit of the animated series. It has the spirit of the Batman Beyond series.
Mm.
It marries the two of them well together. it does not explain how Gotham moves so far forward technologically, but nothing will explain how Gotham moves so far forward technologically.
I mean, back in Phantasm, they were still using black and white televisions, so...
And, like, classy cars.
So, they still have some classy stylized cars in the
It's
future.
true. Whatever car makers are working, like, selling their wares in Gotham City, we need that to be reality. Like
I was actually driving up 880 not too long ago, and I saw like this gang of like old style pimped out cars driving past.
There are totally car communities and whatnot that do these things, but I think like Honda needs to start listening to this concept and just watch it mess with everyone. If they're all waiting for like an American car maker, they're like, yeah, okay, Ford or Chevy's gonna bring back the old cars. And no, Honda's like, all right. Resurrecting the Plymouth Victory line, we're gonna create these amazing hybrid Civics that now look like 1940s.
Because fuck you, that's why.
Because you weren't buying enough of our cars before.
Personally, that scene, the flashback scene, I think is one of my favorite confrontations between Batman and the Joker in animated form.
Oh yeah.
Because again, it does show the Joker pretty much violating everything Batman believes in, basically, or at least...
Definitely. It's an excellent moment. Personally, as far as a death for the Joker goes, Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns will always be the standard in my mind.
True. That was pretty good, too.
But that's, not only is that a great comic, but that's a great animated films.
Yeah, we'll get to that, too.
But we'll get to that. That's in the future
episode. We gotta work our way up to that one.
Exactly.
We gotta dredge through some shit first.
Yep.
Again, going back to that, it's like, the Batman probably is most vulnerable, and like I feel like if like Robin didn't kill the Joker, Batman probably would have.
Yeah, probably.
If you don't like the movie, I've got slides.
Because at that point, it's like, yeah, you've pushed me too far. I mean, granted, the comic books, he's done a lot worse shit in the comic books, but as far as like the animated stuff. This is probably the darkest they've ever done.
Brainwashing a Robin?
Well, technically he does that with Jason Todd, too.
Yeah, he just kills Jason Todd.
Okay, well, let me think. Well, there's Killer Joke.
It paralyzes Batgirl.
And tortures Gordon.
True. But he never goes into one of the sidekicks' minds.
That is true. And seriously, like, just perverts it.
Well, and really, I mean, you want to talk about... Batman is, yes, he's physically fit. Yes, he's a master of more martial arts than any human his age could be.
Yes.
Yes, he has all of these things going for him, but Batman's mind is what really sets him apart and puts him above the villains.
Mm-hmm.
So, for someone who's aware of that, because Batman has to be aware of that, messing with his sidekicks' minds is so much deeper of a thing to deal with than just, hurting them physically.
Yeah, well, I think this is brought up, I think it's kind of brought up in Under the Red Hood, which we'll talk about eventually, but I think I was listening to an IGN talk where they're talking about this, and they said, like, Batman's major conflict as a superhero isn't the fact that he doesn't kill, it's the fact that he's resisting the urge to kill people because it'd be so much easier that way. So the conflict is the fact that he's walking the line between hero and possibly murderer.
Dynamic
especially
murderer.
with the Joker. Especially with the Joker. Because the thing is, like, Under the Red Hood, it's like, it would be awesome to kill him, but that would make me no better than he is, so.
Yep.
I'll break you in two. Batman, if you had the guts for that kind of fun, you would have done it years ago. I, on the other hand...
Like, can you imagine just, like, the way Gotham would have changed instead if, like, Batman takes all of his skills and just goes on a culling. And so it's like, you commit a crime. You're dead. You jaywalked. You're dead. Gotham cleans up real fast, and there's a housing surplus.
Or at least a lot more abandoned buildings.
Or something, yeah.
Oh, man, but even, like, in the final confrontation, I think we were talking about this a little bit earlier, it's the fact there is a very clear line between Terry McGinnis Joker and the Bruce Wayne Batman. I mean, Terry McGinnis Batman and Bruce Wayne Batman.
Definitely, they're very different. The one comment I made on it while we were watching was Terry McGinnis as Batman answers the great what if Peter Parker had become Batman.
More or less,
because imagining Spider-Man wearing a Batman suit, the dialogue would be about the same.
It's a school night, boys and girls.
I'm gonna have to call your folks.
Hey, wall crawling's my shtick. Hey, you start spinning a web and I'll sue.
But no, like even like towards the very end, you gotta admit Terry McGinnis has some balls.
Yes.
Because like their last fight scene, which is also a pretty good fight by the way.
Yeah.
But I also want to talk about just the design of the Joker in this movie too, which I thought was like the facial wise at least was easily the most terrifying of the animated ones at the time.
His costume's like almost a beautiful combination of a mime and Steve Jobs. Something about black turtlenecks.
The costume, yeah, I don't know, but then he has like black fingernails. I thought was a bit too gothic for my taste. But either way,
Yeah, you know.
it's just the fades. They got the beady little red eyes and the creepy ass smile and all that.
Yeah.
Like and of course you got Mark Hamill's creepy ass fucking laugh.
Oh, such a good laugh.
Especially like towards the end, like in the final confrontation where Terry McGinnis just basically starts making fun of the Joker to his face.
Yeah.
And he's pissing him off more and more. And I love the reaction from Mark Hamill's Joker in this one, where not only is he pissed off because this fucking little pissant is making fun of him, but also because he's claiming to be Batman.
Yeah.
And that's what really sets him off.
Oh, totally. Yeah, no. So Bruce warns Terry and says the Joker likes to talk, you just gotta ignore him. And Terry goes, wait, I like to talk too.
So it's like, how can I piss off the most dangerous Batman rogue in all of history?
Exactly. So he goes up into the rafters and proceeds to monologue on the fact that Joker isn't funny. Which, I mean, on top of being incredibly ballsy, very dangerous maneuver, I just have to admit, like, he's not wrong. I mean...
Where is the A material?
Yeah, Joker, is he intimidating? Yeah. Is he a great villain? Yeah. Does he tell great jokes? No. Like, I don't remember the last time where I'm like, oh, Joker, I'm gonna tell my friends that one. You know.
I don't know, there's been a couple Joker one-liners. I can't think of any on top of my head, but no, the guy was like, that was kind of funny.
Yeah, the only Joker liner you tend to use around me is, die, Wes! Wait, no, that's not Joker. That's just homicidal tendencies.
Thing. It's the Joker in my head. It's like, hey, you see two men, let's make a half. Screech.
Alright,
I know, that just made it weird.
that was weird.
But anyways...
I'm not interested in making any people with you.
I'm not going there.
It's not my thing.
I was afraid you were going to go there, and I was like, shit.
You feared correctly.
Okay. Anywho.
Alright.
One thing I love about Mark Hamill's Joker is, like, it's always fun to watch him do, and goes with the case from Arkham Knight without getting anything away, is the fact that I love it when you get to see Mark Hamill play Joker in a way that we haven't seen him do before. Like, in this, we've seen the Joker mad before in some, like, the Batman TAS episodes, but, like, this is the one where I feel like I've really seen him offended.
Definitely.
And deeply, deeply insulted.
Uh-huh.
Super villain. What? You couldn't get work as a rodeo clown?
Don't you dare laugh at me!
Why? I thought the Joker always wanted to make Batman laugh.
You're not Batman!
And his reaction with the fucking table scene, he starts choking him, and it's like the scariest Joker face I can, like...
Come on, McGinnis. Laugh it up now, you miserable little punk. Laugh! I can't hear you!
Well, you gotta wonder, he gets really, really pissed about Terry claiming to be Batman. How much anger was he suppressing about a gang of people claiming to be Jokers?
That's why I think there's only a handful of them left.
Yeah,
Because I think it's how he worked his way in the gang. He just slaughtered everyone else.
Exactly. I'm just like, man. A number of people should have been fired by this film. Namely, anyone working in military satellites.
Oh, yeah.
So, Joker uses his abilities, skills, and whatnot to hack a military orbiting laser and fire it first on a yacht and then try to take out the Batmobile with it, which is just overkill.
Yeah.
But still doesn't work, so I guess not overkill.
Just kind of sound like a Dr. Evil plan.
It really does. And then he's going to use it to
Okay,
blast
people.
a smiley face into Gotham City, which just feels to me like he's watched Fight Club one too many times.
I have to think about that one.
Oh, there's smiley faces burning on the buildings in the back.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot about that.
So, but anyways, 3 times over the course of the film, he's hacking into these satellites. The fact that the military never regains control of these satellites, like, someone's got to be losing their job.
Yeah, probably. Not to mention, we're kind of like, I wonder if people died during all this. Because there's just a fuck all giant laser going through this downtown Gotham.
That's a great one. It's carving through this quad, and like the people are running away, so there aren't people getting caught in the blast. It's just carving along, and Michael's like, "Oh yeah, no one's dying." Then it carves up an apartment building, and Michael's like, "I take that back. Somebody's
died.
dead.
Somebody's dead." Like, you always watch those scenes in any Batman movie or TV show. It's like, how is nobody dead right now? Like, even, like, I remember Batman Begins when Alfred goes, "It was a miracle, no one was killed." Like, bullshit, somebody died.
Exactly.
Somebody went to the hospitals.
But it's okay, because when the laser hits the yacht, Batman saves the rich guy.
The other minority doesn't matter. Who cares about poor animated people? It's okay, they're animated, they can die.
I just want to note he's saying poor animated people, not poor animation people.
I'm friends with a lot of animation people, so I would never say
I am
that.
too, but they got a horrible rap on campus.
Do they really?
Oh my gosh. Sorry, the School of Theater, occasionally, there are a few professors who make some jokes at the animators'
Really?
expense, and they're not extremely harsh, but it does make you kind of go like, oh, those poor people.
Tear. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, otherwise, like, yeah, this still stands, even now, as like one of my favorites. And like I said, I would argue this is probably one of the darkest Joker stories ever told in animation form.
Oh, definitely. This is definitely up there.
So, do you want to talk about Harley Quinn?
Okay, so Harley Quinn has the amazing gift-wrapping bazooka at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then has a bazooka that doesn't run out of bullets, which is remarkable beyond simply, like, physics. So pretty, you know.
And then apparently gets perfect, like, mental health care. And
I guess.
and then ends up becoming a grandmother.
Yeah, she shows up at the end being the grandmother of the Joker gang's twins, who are these 2 scantily clad females in the Joker gang, which just, I think scantily clad clown is a great way to mess with anyone's phobias.
Or fetishes, you know.
Or fetishes. Either way, it's just going to mess with your mind. It's kind of like, you know, putting sexy lingerie on a spider. I don't know how you're going to make it work, but if you did, there'd be a lot of confused people out there.
Or Freddy Krueger swimsuit edition.
That skin condition is everywhere.
This can be the shivers.
Jason in a Speedo.
On that note, good night, everybody.
Check out the next episode.
Next one I got is Batman Mystery of the Batwoman. I think is the next one.
Oh no, it's gonna be good. Thank you to everyone who's donated in support in order to see this, or donated in support of other things and gets to see this anyways.
Yes.
Your support is greatly appreciated.
Like,
you know.
I may or may not put this one on YouTube earlier, just so everyone can be like, "Hey, we're still doing this, so come check it out."
Of course,
Because like YouTube only lets me get away with so much. Because like the ones I have on Patreon, I have to I can put clips in there all I want, but even though I still gotta upload it to YouTube, I just gotta make it unlisted.
Yeah.
Even then, they still get mad at me about the copyright, so I'm trying to figure shit out. But,
have you thought about using Vimeo?
I'm not gonna use Vimeo. I'm gonna use.
Hopefully, he's gonna edit out this professional advice segment.
You guys know, learn some stuff. I'll probably springboard video because I have an account with them.
Okay.
Anywho, guys, thank you all for watching. Check out our next video in
watching.
2 weeks with the Mystery of the Batwoman. So, see you all later. Man.